up, I was after two things: video games and the ladies. It was really bad from age 12 on into the teens. Back then, with no internet and a much more conservative America, it was really difficult to find scantily dressed women. Back then, there was always a kid who knew someone who had a buddy that had a nudie magazine. But for most of us, we would look anywhere for boobies. I can remember seeing my friends pausing Street Fighter 2 when Chun-Li did a backflip just to see her exposed butt. Is that sick? Sure, but all of us guys did it. So imagine being that age, opening up a video game magazine and seeing photos of sexy women in a game called Night Trap. To make things worse, Night Trap started receiving all kinds of media attention because Congress had taken an interest in this game and others, which eventually gave birth to the ESRB rating system we have for games today. My God, did I want this game as a kid, but I never found it in my area, so it just never happened. Well, it's been 20 years, and I finally got it. This also happens to be the first game I've ever played where it mixes the Sega CD with the 32X. Now, I believe at this point the 32X doesn't need any kind of introduction since it's been reviewed like a million times, so I'm not going to review it, but I will tell you my own personal experience. I had saved up a lot of my allowance, sold many of my games, and did a ton of chores, and I bought the 32X at $149.99. About a month later, stores started selling it for $19.99. That gives you a pretty good idea of how bad the thing failed. Well, let's go ahead and play Night Trap and see if it's as naughty as they say it is. Yeah, so this is one of those full motion video games where the gameplay is really no different than just playing around with the menus on a standard DVD.
Scat Mission 230. 5 teenage girls on their way to a weekend house party at the old Lakeshore Winery house of Mr. and Mrs. Victor Martin. Protect those 5 girls from whatever happened to another bunch of teenagers. They disappeared after spending a night at the Martins.
Well, here's an idea. Why don't you just stand post around the house and, like guard it?
Last night, one of our agents got into the house and found a weird security system. Hidden cameras in almost every room and a series of traps. Our agent spliced an override into the security system, enabling you to control the cameras and the traps with this remote unit. The traps are protected with an access code. They won't work unless you enter the right code. Right now, that code is set at blue, and you have control of the traps. But anyone inside that house can change that code at any time.
So then I don't really have control.
Our override cable is here, in the back hallway. If anyone disconnects it, you lose control.
Wait, that? You mean that painfully obvious cord that looks outrageously suspicious?
This is my attack squad. And that's Kelly, one of my best undercover agents. She'll be arriving with the rest of the girls.
What was that about? Right away, you're trapping these guys dressed in black. Since there aren't any innocent guests over at the house yet, it seems odd that you would be doing this anyway. But if you don't, the scat leader will pull the plug on you.
Dad? Well, we have to bottle the 2 downstairs, and Sarah's coming in with 6 more tonight.
6? Yep.
The problem is Sheila and I might have to make a delivery.
That's no problem. Tony and I can handle it.
I'm not so sure.
Please have to go too.
Whoa, 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 what's this? This is special vintage.
Oh, Jeffrey, don't be so selfish. Think of the poor, starving augurs.
So the guys dressed like the Foot Clan from the Ninja Turtles are called Augs or Augurs. Every time you hear that pop noise, it means you missed an auger. There are so many that enter and leave that it has you flipping all over the place to find these guys. You also need to be very careful not to miss when the codes change, which is a pain in the ass. Even though the color code only changes like 5 or 6 times during the entire game, it's still easy to miss, which means you'll be panicking just to guess what code it is to operate the traps. The traps are pretty funny, but after you've captured a good handful of them, you've basically seen most of the trap clips.
I was so afraid you decided not to come.
Father. I want you to meet Cindy.
Hi.
Ashley.
Hi.
Megan.
Hey.
Lisa.
Hi.
Her little brother Danny. What's up?
So the girls arrive, and this is your undercover agent. She's played by Dana Plato, best known for her work on the show Different Strokes.
So charming.
And this is my wife, Sheila.
Hello. Come on, everyone. Let's go in the house.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Hey, Sarah. Who's that? That's Weird Eddie.
That's nice. Can you imagine if everyone's name started with what people thought of you? It's one-dimensional actor Jason Statham! And here's I Bet I Know How Many Sexually Transmitted Diseases You Carry, Kesha! Oh, and if you met, please stop washing my windshield with your crawl space, Lil Wayne!
Change the trap access code from blue to orange.
Ah, fuck!
There's a lot of weird-looking dudes around here.
What? What the hell is the point of me controlling the traps if you're just gonna send in a commando anyway? And what's with the war paint and fatigues? Unless you're going into a room painted black that's waist deep in zebras, this isn't gonna work. Oh, what? Did you forget how the trigger works too? Jeez.
Sarah, your parents are leaving.
So, Sarah, we're in this huge house with all your friends. We have telephones, we have a car, your parents are gone, and you say so?
Come on, Sarah. What's the first thing you think of?
Oh yeah! I'm talking orgy.
Party! Music!
Yeah, you grab that racket.
Oh, look at Megan!
Spank her with the racket. Do it. Do it! What is with the glasses?
This is my cousin, Tony.
Whoa! We have boobies. The boobies have landed. I repeat, the boobies have landed.
What's going on?
That girl looks exactly like Madeline.
Oh, not that again.
No, not that again.
Come on, Studley, we better change that code.
How about red?
Damn it!
Look at this stuff. You know, they should test this stuff on rats before they let people like you play with it.
Ooh, animal rights activists everywhere just their pants.
Put them in a chair with a clout. Oh, Miss Lisa, that was too tight. And then you find some powder and you put it all over his face. Oh no, Miss Lisa. I can't.
Oh, wow, you guys, this is the life. And what about Tony? Oh, Tony's just here for the summer. You know, I think he likes Ashley. Really? Yes. You can see it in his eyes. And he's wearing sunglasses. I mean, you can tell...
Don't point out her continuity errors!
Come on.
While all this is going on, another undercover scat member comes in pretending to be Jamaican and gets nowhere with the act. As the girls are making ice cream, one steps into the bathroom where one of the Oggs are hiding. Here you have an opportunity to save her. If you don't, the game's over. However, if you do save her, you'll never see her again for the remainder of the game, so it's as if she died anyway.
Look at this. It's a locket with a picture of a young woman. She looks just like Ashley. Oh, Tony.
You always talk to yourself when you go through other people's belongings.
Tony, what's going on around here? You got all these pictures of the girls and that locket.
You'd never understand. Just stay out of it. I'm warning you.
Tony,
Whoa! Don't f*** with Ray Charles.
around here.